Do you want to know on how to play The Legend of Zelda Echoes of Wisdom into your PC? Yes, the game is now out and you'll be able to play it into your PC. So if you're interested, please do watch this video tutorial. So first of all, what you need is that you'll need to have this four files here that I have highlighted in my desktop because they are really important files. You'll also need to install an application that is called Ryujinx. Ryujinx is a Nintendo Switch emulator. You can play any Switch games into your PC as long as you have all of these four files installed here in Ryujinx. So as you can see, I have now The Legend of Zelda Echoes of Wisdom, and it's in version 1.1, and it runs quite well in Ryujinx. So let us get Ryujinx first. So open a browser and just type in Ryujinx emulator and hit search. The first result will always be ryujinx.org, and that is their official website. Click on that, click on the Get Started button, and now choose on which installer you want to install Ryujinx. There are two installers for Linux, so be sure to get the one that you need. And if you're from Mac, be sure that you are in Mac OS 12 or later version. And if you're from Windows, be sure that you are in Windows 10 or Windows 11 PC. So since I have already installed this into my PC, I'm just going to skip on this part because the download and installation process for this is really easy to do and is really straightforward in that anyone can do this. So go ahead, click on it, download it now. So I'm just going to minimize this and I'm just going to assume that you have already installed Ryujinx. So go ahead, open Ryujinx again. Your Ryujinx emulator at first will not be able to play any Switch games yet because it will need these four files here installed in Ryujinx. So what are these files? These files are the Nintendo Switch keys and the Nintendo Switch firmware. Both should be in version 18.1.0 in order for it to play The Legend of Zelda Echoes of Wisdom. And also, we need the base game of the game in XCI file format, and also the update version, which is 1.0.1. So these two files should be either in XCI or NSP so that Ryujinx will be able to detect and play them. Now, if you're asking me how to get all of these four files, the most legal way to do this is that you own a Nintendo Switch console, which is fully modded and have installed a custom firmware in it. Because if it has a custom firmware installed in it, that means that you can now fully access your Nintendo Switch system files. Once you have access on those system files, all you have to do is just look for the keys in the firmware file of the Switch, zip them, and transfer them to your PC. Now, in order for you to get the game, there's no other way around this, but you should purchase the game legally, own the physical copy of the game, wherein you have purchased it from a physical store. Once you have bought the game, this will enable you to help the developers in developing more games, so please do buy their games. So once you have the physical copy of the game, you can dump it into a digital file format and save it into an XCI or NSP file format, just like as the same files that I have here now. So for those who want to try out this game but don't know where to get all of the four files here because you don't own a Switch, all you have to do, guys, is just prepare your mobile phone and scan this QR code here with your QR code reader so that you will be redirected to the page wherein you can get a copy of all these four files. So take note of the files that I've highlighted and be sure to get these files, copy them into your phone, and then transfer them into your PC. So I'm just going to assume that you have all these four files now. So it's time to install them in Ryujinx. So go ahead, open Ryujinx again, go to File, go to Open Ryujinx folder, and then locate on System folder. Then open the keys zip file in the desktop, drag and drop the product keys and title keys inside, copy and paste them here. Once they're done, close on this. Now install the firmware of the Switch. To install the firmware is just go to Tools, install firmware from XCI or zip file, locate on that firmware file and hit Open. And Ryujinx will say we'll have to install this version, hit yes, and it will say successfully installed. You'll know that it's successful because right down here below it says system version 18.1.0 and it's the same as our Nintendo Switch keys and firmware. And also if you have Switch games already stored into your PC, it will now be detected and it will show you their details and game icons. So if you see a game that doesn't have a game icon, that means that you're using an outdated firmware or an outdated key. So be sure to only follow the QR code that we have provided so that you'll only get the latest files to play The Legend of Zelda Echoes of Wisdom. So the next step now, since we have the game, so we will need to update it to its latest version, and we need this file here. It's only a small file. It is in 172 MB file size. So to update this is just click on the game, right click on it, and click on Manage Title Updates. And all you have to do is just add it here and locate the file just like mine here. This is the file location of the game. So once done, add and then hit save. and then your Legend of Zelda Echoes of Wisdom will be updated to version 1.0.1. Now, the next step is that we will need to optimize our Ryujinx emulator so that it will be able to run the game with no issues at all, such as black screens, graphical glitches, audio issues, or drifting. So to do this, just go to Options and go to Settings. And in this part, just be sure to pause the video and copy every setting that you see here. So these are my settings for the General tab. Game directories is wherein you'll store your Switch games, and it should be in XCI or NSP file format. Input, it's better that you use a controller rather than a mouse and keyboard. That's why I'm going to connect my Nintendo Switch Pro controller here, and it will be detected, and I'm going to load my settings for my Nintendo Switch Pro controller. So do that into your Xbox or PlayStation controller and connect them to your PC, but be sure to change the setting here that is called dead zone for both left and right sticks. It should be in 0.20 or 20% so that there'll be no drifting. Now click on the DAC mode and check that. Keyboard and hotkeys, no need to change here. System, these are the settings. Then go to CPU, copy my settings here. Now go to graphics. Graphics backend is in Vulkan API. For GPU is that you have a dedicated graphics card, at least a GTX 1060, enable shader cache, and enable macro HLE. Be sure to check them. Resolution scale is in 2 times resolution so that the game will look much sharper and much more beautiful than the native resolution of Switch. But if your PC cannot handle that, then just revert back to native. But if you have a powerful CPU, then you can also go for 4K resolution here. Now, anti-aliasing is SMA Ultra. If you have performance issues, then change this to none. Scale filter is in FSR and it's 100%, and its strobe filtering is in auto. Aspect ratio 16:9. Graphics back and multi-threading should be on. Now go to audio. So SDL2 is the setting, then 100%. Go to network. If you want to play multiplayer and online, you should change the settings here just like mine. And once you're done, hit apply and hit OK. Congratulations, your Ryujinx emulator is now capable of playing any Switch games into your PC, such as The Legend of Zelda Echoes of Wisdom. So a little bit of a disclaimer, I will not be able to show you guys a full gameplay of this game running to my PC because we all know how strict Nintendo is and they hate this kind of content. So if I show you the gameplay, then my channel will be taken down and my videos will be taken down. So I hope you guys do understand on that part. But I am willing to show you some proof that this video tutorial is working, that it works. I'm going to boot up the game into the title screen of the game. And once I am the title screen of the game, I'm just going to stop the emulation from here. And also, I'm just going to blur the screen from here on out so that Nintendo will not be able to hit me with any of their copyright strikes. So now I'm the title screen, so I'm just going to stop the emulation here. And the game will run 60 FPS, by the way. So as long as you have followed all the steps that I've shown you in this guide, you'll be able to play The Legend of Zelda Echoes of Wisdom into your PC easily. So if you have some questions, then just leave a comment in the comment section below and I'll try my best to answer all of them. So thank you for watching, guys. Please do subscribe to my channel. That will help me out. And see you next time. Goodbye for now.